It's Mike Francesa's Football Sunday on the Fan.
From the gun, McCown is on time. Jermaine Kearse breaks away. Now it's a foot race. Kearse looking for the angle. And he's brought down at the 5. 14th play of the drive. 3rd and goal. Inside the 1. McCown lunging his body. The officials will peel off the pile. Touchdown, Jets.
Smith takes the shotgun snap. Blitz is on. He's under pressure. He gets sacked. Fumbles the football. It's loose. Ball on the ground, and the Raiders have it. Far back to throw. Under the middle. Throws it. Completes it. And then Holton fumbled it. And then he gets it back and rolls into the end zone. Now, when he caught it, did he break the plane? Yeah, he'd already broken the plane. And he had it secure.
I met this morning with Jerry Reese and Ben McAdoo and relieved both of them of their responsibilities.
Here's your host, Mike Francesa.
All right, we're back here as we take you right up into the Giant pregame, which will come your way in just a couple of minutes. The Giants and the Cowboys with Eli back. We're here at Mulcahy's. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Great crowd here today. Thank you all. Now, what we're going to do is you'll see the fan promotion people. They're going to set up over here. They're going to set up behind this FAN banner here. We're going to have a line for anyone who wants photos or anything to sign or anything else. We're going to set up, and as soon as I finish the show, we'll start right there. So they're going to take this down and set it up right here. So I just want everyone to, if you want something, just start to get on a line, and we'll get everything set up and orderly and started as soon as we start the show, finish the show in about 20 minutes from now, about 15, 16 minutes, we're going to set up right over here. They'll show you where we're going to set it up right there. Promotions is going to begin to do that now, so we'll be ready to go as soon as we finish the program. So, and I'll stay as long as anybody has anything, so don't worry. We're going to get everybody done and everything done, so everyone will have whatever they need. I'll stay as long as I have to. Pat in Florham Park starts us. What's up, Pat? Is Pat there? Go ahead, Pat.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear. What's happening? Okay.
I'll call on Friday, but, now that it's really set in, you leave and everything at this point, it's great just getting the Sunday show today. It's awesome. You on just kind of makes it feel like a real football Sunday again, if you know what I mean. But,
That does to me, too. I missed it. I love doing this show, and it's fun to have it again. We were looking for a week. We've been looking for a week for a month. We were going to do it Marathon Sunday, but we didn't do it that day. So we've been looking for a week. We needed to plan it, and the response was unbelievable. I mean, we sold it out. John Murray, who owns Mulcahy's, told me we could have sold 4 times as many seats as they had, tickets as they had. So the response was unbelievable. The fans are great coming out. So we thank everybody for getting involved. Go ahead. What's on your mind, Pat?
Okay, sure. You're right. It does really feel like a new Giants season today, too, with McAdoo thankfully out. It's just like starting fresh again. I never wanted them to tank ever. But, I'd given up on McAdoo, the regime, and I disliked him and, how he ran things so much. It was the first time I was okay with him losing. But, today it just feels like a little bit like the Giants again, in a strange way. It is a big game, and like you said, I think Eli, because he plays well in the big games, I think they're going to be able to kind of pull it out today. And it's going to be nice to just root for them starting fresh. I just think Spags in there it makes it feel right again.
I get the feeling. I get the feeling the fans like Spags. I mean, I get the feeling they're pulling for him. Now, I mean, his resume. Let's be honest. He was very humble. He was very nice to McAdoo and what he said this past week when he took over. He understood what happened here. He made sure to tell you that he really liked McAdoo. I heard from people this week, and I checked, the staff had no problems with McAdoo. They all liked him. So that wasn't the issue. So it wasn't like he didn't get along with his staff. He did. That wasn't the issue. For some reason, it just seemed like McAdoo disconnected this year. He just never seemed to catch up with what was going on, or he just never seemed to connect. Or, I think a lot of times if you're a coach and your season starts to unravel, it's about solving problems. And sometimes you just don't get the problem solved, and the next thing you know, the water's up around your shoulders, and then the water's over your head. And I think that's what happened here. The water was up to his knees, then it was up to his waist, then it was up to his shoulders, then it was over his head. And I think
the one thing about McAdoo that I think that the one thing that I can say, and not to rehash it all again, but you couldn't find one positive. There wasn't any positive in anything that was going on in all the several several weeks when things started going downhill. There wasn't one positive.
The one thing he did, which I didn't get, and thanks for the call, the one thing I didn't think, and maybe he thought he could handle it, but he was not only enamored, he was actually in awe of Beckham's talent. He was actually, I think, a little afraid of Beckham. And he never had a problem running down Eli because he knew Eli could take it. But he ran Eli down, and that's his 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, but he never ran Beckham down ever or challenged Beckham. And that was surprising. Mike in Cortland, what's up, Mike?
Going, first time, long time.
What's happening?
I just want to talk about the Jets. I disagreed with one of the last callers. He said that he should be out after the season. Absolutely not. They're playing hard for him, and that's hard to come across in this league nowadays.
I don't think, listen, and thanks for the call, Mike. I don't think Bowles is a proven commodity yet, but I think you've seen enough, and you've seen this team. The two things I talk about all the time is the team prepared and does it play hard. And I've seen both this year. Their game plans have been pretty good. And they have made a lot of mistakes, but they've played very hard. And, the guy who's played great for him, McCown, has also killed them in a couple of games. So it's been him in a couple of games where he's just made really terrible mistakes. So he's giveth and he's taketh away, and that's not the coach's fault. They've had some bad penalties, they've had some big mistakes, but it's growing pains, and I think you're seeing a positive infrastructure being built there, and that's why I think they come back in force. Kyle in Edison, what's up, Kyle?
How are you, Mike?
Good, what's happening?
Oh, good. This has been bugging me all morning. If it takes 3 hours for me to paint a house, and it takes you 5 hours to paint the same house, how long would it take us to paint it together?
You know what, Kyle? Whatever you've been drinking this morning, stop. All right, please, whatever it is. Thanks for the call. Dan in Boston, what's up, Dan?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, what's happening?
None. It's been a joy listening to you all these years. I'm 31. As a kid, it was either you and Chris or Cousin Brucey on the radio for me. But quick story, I remember as a kid meeting George Young with my father, and my father said, I listen to your interviews, I like it on Mike and Chris. And George says, yeah, that Chris is good, but that Mike, he thinks he knows the Social Security number of the unknown soldier. Thanks, Mike, for everything.
Okay, thank you. That's very nice of him. John in Oxford, what's up, John?
Hey, Mike, thanks for taking the call. You mentioned the Cowboys' dim playoff chances this week, and I think they're completely dim as well. I have this sense that the only way they're going to get in is if somehow, some way they win out, and Philadelphia loses out. Do they have a greater chance of winning the division or a wild card in your view?
Oh no, they are not going to win the division. They're not. That's not going to happen. I don't see that happening.
I don't see them doing wild card either.
Listen, I don't think they're getting in. I don't think they're getting in the wild card either. I mean, I don't think they're getting in either way. But that's not going to happen. I don't see that as a possibility. First of all, I don't think they're going 10-6. Secondly, if they do, I still don't think they'll get in. Most likely either way. I think the odds are very short. They really are.
Do you think Garrett is completely
What was the last
safe?
one?
Do you think Garrett is completely safe coaching this year?
Completely safe. I think he's completely safe. I think Jerry loves him. I think he likes what he. I don't think he's blaming this year on him. I think he thinks that the Ezekiel Elliott thing, coupled with the injuries to Smith and to Lee and to Zach Martin, were enough that they crippled the team, and I think he blames it on that. I think he saw his team play well when that wasn't the case. So I think when you look at it from that standpoint, I think he thinks that, and last year he saw him win 13 games. And he's seen tough playoff games for them, but I think he feels that when everything's right, this guy can do the job. Plus, he loves them. I mean, he absolutely loves them. They have a partnership. I don't think he's changing the coach. I really don't. Thanks for the call. Bob in Monticello, what's up, Bob?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm actually calling from an airplane.
What's happening?
I changed my flight so I could listen to your show. So we're going to miss you big.
Well, thank you.
Quick question: Eli Manning on Jacksonville this year, high ceiling. Could he go to the Super Bowl this year with that defense?
I don't think he would. I think, thanks for the call, Bob. The running game is good with Fournette. The defense with the pass rush has got. They had the prescription. If they had Eli with that team, they could beat the Pats because they could get the kind of pressure that you need to beat Tom Brady, and plus you have also the quarterback who has a habit of beating the Pats in Eli. So that would be very much a team that could really match up. Last year the team that gave them the best chance, had the best chance against them in the AFC was Houston because of the pass rush, because of what Merciless and Clowney did. Obviously, Jack's Atlanta team should have won the game. I mean, they were up with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The game should have been over. We know what happened after that. We don't want to recount it. But we know how much Atlanta just, owned them and should have put them away, but just didn't. I mean, let them back in the game. John in Westchester with.
Hey, Mike. I just wanted to make a prediction for the new year. In addition to wishing you all the success that you could ever have, my prediction is that Odell Beckham, as soon as he clears the medical review and he's healthy, he gets traded for a top round draft pick. That's my prediction.
Okay. I just think off the injury, they'd be taking less than they should. That's the reason why I wouldn't do it. But I would be surprised. I really would. Because I think whoever the new coach is, he's going to really want to have Beckham on his team. I believe that. Mark in Westport. What's up, Mark?
I want to thank you for everything, and I'm a little emotional because you were a big part of everybody's Sundays, and I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, calling in early. Mike woke up early for your show. I'm out here visiting family this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow, but you were the best, Mike. You're a legend, and just thank you for everything, and especially on Sundays.
Well, thank you. I tell you, thank you, Mark, very much. We'll take one more. Gary and Lyndon. What's up, Gary?
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, Gary. What's up?
All right, listen, just to continue, I'm a long-time caller, and you've been really great and all, and I just want to wish you, one of the things I want to wish you for, I hope one day you're at Churchill Downs on Kentucky Derby Day with a horse in a race, and I just want to
that would be nice.
I wish you the best, and as Harvey Pack said, may the horse be with you.
Thank you, Gary, very much, and that would be a nice thing to have happen. And, before we throw it to the Giants here in a minute, I want to thank all the Sunday people through the years. It's whenever I did a 2-minute drill on Sunday, it'd be pretty much the same guys all the time with their same teams. I mean, so we'd hear from them. They were kind of became staples of the show. So many fans, I think, who started their Sunday the same way. Who NFL's kind of a ritual where whatever you do on Sunday, you seem to do all the time. It's football Sundays are always that way, where you just, as soon as the year starts in September, whatever your habit is that you do that week, whether it's go to the games and tailgate, whether it's, go to a certain place to start your day, whether it's go to, church or to any kind of house of worship, and then go a certain place for breakfast, whatever it is, go out to get the papers, whatever it may be, that's your way of starting your morning. Football fans, or especially the ones who really like the NFL, seem to have a ritual to what they do. Well, a lot of them started with the show on Sunday mornings, and we thank them for that. I wanted to come back and do a show this year because this show was always very much a special part. I did this show. This was the first show I did on the Fan, was doing the weekends on the morning, especially for the football Sunday. I've done was the NFL Now for all those years till the NFL needed the name back. And the last couple of years, it's been my Football Sunday show. So we thank them for that. And I really thank everybody for all their loyalty of all these years. This show was always an enormously well-rated show. It was always a number one show. The audience was always there year after year after year. So we thank everybody for that. And again, for all your loyalty and for being there each and every week through all these years of doing this football show. And like I said, one of the things I've talked to folks about is having a continuing presence on Sundays in the years to come. Where and how and all that stuff that we haven't worked out yet. We're not there yet, and we do have some restrictions for some weeks to come. So we're not all the way there yet. But I can't see me doing anything anywhere and not doing something on Sundays in the fall in the future. So I expect to do that, and I thank everybody, for coming on down here this morning. We appreciate it greatly, and I wish everybody a very happy holiday. I know I'll be speaking to a lot of you during the week this week, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for somebody who's just on Sundays and not with me the rest of the week. But we'll see everybody and get to talk to everybody again this week. And as I said, I'm going to come down after we throw it to the Giant pregame in a couple of minutes, and don't worry, we'll stay for as long as anybody wants a photo or an autograph. I'll be here till we finish. I told the guys that they were going to have to wait until we were finished. They were fine with it. What's up? Hey, Steve, pop their mics up. How you got your mic on there too? Where are you?
Harrison.
Where is that? You got you, Jack. Come on up. Come on up, huh? Come on up for a minute before we say goodbye. What's on your mind, Jack, as we get ready to say goodbye? What do you look forward to today? Anything exciting? What's on your mind? You have no Falcons this week. What game are you interested in today?
The Eagles and Rams.
Yeah? Who do you like?
I like the Rams.
Like the Rams? And I know you're worried about your Chiefs today. There you go. You got your Chiefs today with the Raiders. What do you think today is? You got to see the Chiefs lose last week.
Yeah.
You got to see Hill score a couple touchdowns. Kelsey have a big game. You like the Chiefs today or the Raiders?
It's gonna be close, but I picked the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
I picked the Raiders.
Yeah. And so you think today's you're going to battle back? You're going to make the playoffs right now? Yes or no?
Are we? Yes.
Yes? And your Falcons, what do you think? Yes or no? Yes?
Who do you think will make the playoffs?
Between your two teams?
No, just in general.
We don't have time for that. We'll get to it in the weeks to come. I got more time to tell everybody. But I want to thank you guys for coming down. We're going to tell everyone that first of all, we want to send the best to Mom. So hope she's feeling better, right? So we say hello to Ma for everybody. And you can hear the music. So for Jack and for Emily and for Harrison, we say thanks to everybody. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. And everybody here, thank you very much. Giant football is next. Should be a crazy day out there, very different day. So enjoy your football Sunday with the Giants. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 for our last week. Thanks to John Murray and everybody here in Mulcahy's. Have a good football Sunday, everybody.